I didn't spin you. I didn't spin you out. You can't control.
Dude, you wait.
Car outside. Car high. Clear high.
Damn it, 18.
Got a car high. Clear outside.
18, you're f***ing weapon.
Car
dude.
outside. Clear.
Oval racing's so funny because people like care so much even when they're like a lap down. And in like real racing,
Outside.
I get it.
Clear high. Car down low. He's still there.
I missed my rev, my
Hold your line.
Shift.
Clear inside.
off the start. I've yet to really do that. I've been worried about doing it, but I haven't done it. Of course I do it this time, but I'm on P2.
B6.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Bank Racing Uncut. We're got some more iRacing content for you. This week, week 13, we're doing some oval racing, and we're going around the Charlotte Legends Oval in the Street Stock Series. Last video, we were able to have a good result, finishing in P5 with only 5 incident points, despite getting involved in a little bit of a 4X incident. So we're going to try to continue and have another good result this race. Our safety rating doesn't really matter for us, as we're not going to have the NPR to get to C-Class, but still going to try to have a good result for that to see what happens when we don't have the NPR met, as well as wanting to try to have a good iRating result to try to gain that if we can. And I really don't want to ruin anyone else's race, as everyone else is trying to fight for promotions or to try to get to prevent themselves from getting demoted. So we're going to try to have a good race if we can. If you like what you see in this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see any more oval content, and let's get in the car and see what we can do for quali.
Okay, Rob. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
But okay, see what we can do in quali here, see if it really matters. I don't know if I should be trying to focus more on like an actual point to hit, like a braking point, braking markers and stuff, or it should just go off feel. I've been going really off feel and kind of a general like feel of where on the track I am, but not looking at a very specific point, kind of going off how the car sounds, to see basically basing it off the revs to kind of go where to go. So
B2. That puts you 0.10 off the leader's pace.
that's a pretty good, probably one of my better quality laps here that I've been doing throughout the weekend. Did that get knocked off? I don't know why the race labs took away the purple time, but see if anyone else goes around and knocks us. I'm assuming it should, if we do get knocked, it won't be by a lot though. Looks like a lot of people have been around doing their laps. Ultra. Not that it matters. But yeah, so we'll see if we stay on pole, and then we'll catch back up when we're behind the pace car, wherever we are behind the pace car, and about to go green. See how it goes though.
I think we should all have a moment of silence for our safety rating before the race.
I don't know what you're talking about, but totally cool.
I've been running these to try to get above the 3.0 so I can get the A-Class, and I was 11 away last race and got a 17-8.
Dude, same thing. I was like 0.04 away.
Yeah, this track is definitely not a track for safety rating. You'll be lucky to get out of here with an 8X.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny.
Well, I've been doing good. I had like 2 races of 0X
Rolling
and then
start.
3X,
Get ready.
which I still gained like 0.12.
Stay in the
with
pole
3X.
row in the outside
And I just
column.
needed I could have suffered a 4X probably.
What license are you?
The pace
I'm a
car
B
speed
class
is
now. I'm
29
trying to get
miles
8.
per hour.
Get above a 3.0 for the next season.
I think the truck series is pretty good for building safety rating.
Yeah, but they kind of take. I thought these, 50 laps 30 minutes it takes. Be pretty quick, but I was wrong.
They don't take that long, I don't think. I mean, depending upon how many cautions there are, I mean, yeah, it could take a while, but, you know, you just hang out in the back in those races, and you're pretty much guaranteed a top 10, maybe even a top 5, and you'll get a safety rating increase of pretty good.
Okay, Rob, get ready.
Truck races at Dover were kind of a disaster.
Go, go, go. Carlo. Still there. He's still there.
I missed my
Hold
fucking
your line.
shift
Clear inside.
off the fucking start. I've yet to really do that.
P6.
I've been worried about doing it, but I haven't done it. Fucking... Of course I do it this time, but I'm on P2. I didn't really think my pace was P2 worthy though. Kind of a one-off lap.
Car inside. He's still there. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. 6th place. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your
SpongeBob
line.
car from last race.
He's still there. P8. Still there.
Last race, same thing.
Clear low.
Like, I had to drop a whole bunch off the start. I think I'm just so much more scared. Like, running by myself, I can run a decent pace. But I'm so much more scared to go late into the brakes, into following cars.
Inside. Still there. Inside's clear.
I also think, like, poking that nose on the inside, like I've seen a lot of people do. Something a little more scary for me.
18. I'm laughing at that. I don't know why you had to block me.
Stay between the lines, please, Rob.
Oh god. There it is. Bound to happen to someone eventually.
7th position.
See if we can gain back any more from either pace or just carnage.
I don't know what you're doing there, guy, but that's pretty ridiculous.
I feel like that's such a common
Trying to
trend.
drive, but you're fucking driving into me.
How am I driving into you when I'm in front of you and you run to the back of me and spin me out? Or at least try to.
I didn't spin you out. You can't control?
Dude, fuck you, 18.
Pit car outside.
Really, not that
Clear
good.
outside.
Sorry. Guess I need to practice controlling my car when people are running into me.
I mean, that is stock car racing to a T. You do have to be prepared
Funny
for
how
people
I'm
to
driving
get
away from you.
to get into the rear of your bumper and deal with that little bit of contact. As long as it's 0x contact. Obviously, I do not know what's happening between them. 8 sends it up that into 8 side. Oop, I'm on the 18 there. The 18 is a lap down too. Oval racing's so funny because people like care so much even when they're like a lap down. And in like real racing,
Outside.
I get it.
Clear high. Car down low.
In real racing, I get it
He's still there. Clear inside.
because being a lap down matters. Like being a lap down matters, and you can like gain back position to cautions. But there's no cautions in iRacing. So being a lap down and fighting on the being a lap down does not matter. Just like let it go. You're not fighting for position. Just let someone by you. Don't fight too hard. Don't move people out of your way or do anything like that. But doesn't matter. Is what it is. See if we can get back lightning. I want to qualify behind them last race. They didn't start. I already know I'm not being nearly aggressive enough, but I really just don't want to ruin other people's week 13. You know, people are trying to fight to, you know, get their safety rating higher. This track's already a mess with that type of stuff, so I'm not trying to add to the chaos of getting people's bumper, getting them loose, spinning them out to try to race hard when, like, what's the point kind of thing.
Car high. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. P7. Hold your line. Clear high. Car high. Clear high.
Damn it, 18.
Got car high. Clear outside.
18, you're a fucking weapon,
Car
dude.
outside. Clear outside. P12. Got a car outside. Clear high.
'18's a piece of crap, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I might have been a little bit slow and ran a little bit wide, but still, I mean, like I said, a lap down, people just push. They just, like, don't care. And, like, I don't know. Being a road racer, there's so much respect between being a lap down and just letting people go, but obviously oval, people just care about it, I think, a little bit too much. I get it in real racing, but in iRacing, there's no implications to being a lap down. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no reason to fight tooth and nail and stay side by side heavily with people. And exactly what I said about
outside. Hold your line. Clear high.
Yeah, this 18 does.
Car outside.
Like
Clear
he's blocking
outside.
everybody.
He blocked me when I was coming to lap him. Throw me down into the grass into one.
I can believe it. He blocked me, and we're not even on the same lap.
yeah, just stupid. I've seen it way too much in this, but
behind is
last night it was a big argument with someone.
1.48.
Well, like a lap car dumped the leader after the leader pushed him out of the way, and like he's arguing that like, oh, I'm fighting to stay on the lead lap. It's like there's no point to fight on the lead lap. Like it doesn't gain you anything. You're not gonna get a caution and get back on the lead lap. Finishing on the lead lap doesn't affect your rating or anything.
One lap ahead.
I rating or safety rating.
Ahead is now 2.1
But
seconds.
fighting for the safety rating is going to do that. Like right now, I have P3 behind me. When they get to me, like more aggressively, I'll just jump out of the way. I'll just go, take the high line and give them that inside to get out of the way. But
The gap to P10 in front is now 2.0.
like, there's no reason to fight people. Especially this, it's week 13. Everyone's just trying to gain safety rating and have some fun. Like, there's no point. Good thing is I know like a 5x isn't the end of the world. It actually still gains me safety rating, so I don't know how much it matters for me. I got to D class last night, so obviously do not have my minimum races done in D class. I will be able to do that throughout the season, but as of right now, that's not the case. So I'm not sure what happens when you don't have your MPR done and
The gap to
go
P3
above a 3.
behind is now 0.74.
Not sure if I talked about that last
Your
video,
last
but
lap time was at 17.53. The gap in front is now 2.3. just done a 17.27. Allow the guy behind to pass.
Yeah.
Car low. Clear low. Car low. The gap to Jonathan behind is now 2.8 seconds. Clear inside.
8, you do not need to block me.
I think there's like a lucky dog or something.
Exactly. There isn't anything. It does not matter. There's no reason to fight.
Jonathan is closing the gap. It's now 1.62. The driver behind's got a bit of a sketchy reputation. Be careful.
Through all this though, I have
That lap time was
a
17.51.
person for position coming behind me, so I don't want to pressure the P3 here, but I also can't afford to slow down too much. I will get caught from behind.
Your lap time was 17.60. The gap to Jonathan behind is increasing. It's now 2.3 seconds. The gap to Jay ahead is now 3.0 seconds.
That's my bad, brother.
Appreciate that. That seemed pretty deliberate.
The next car is not the cleanest racer. Wallace.
Didn't lose too much
car
time to the
number
couple.
14. A license. P10. Teague is pitting from P12. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you. The gap to Wallace ahead is now 1.45.
We do now have the
You know, iRacing tends to frown on right hooks.
The gap to Wallace, car high.
15 watt back.
Clear outside.
Very broken car in the backstretch.
That's fair. Yeah, it's
I
fair.
hope it was the guy that right hooked me.
Teague is entering the pits. He's in P15.
Bro, I
You should come out a
apologize,
little
dude.
way
That's my
behind
bad.
you. That was a
Oh yeah, you're right.
18.38.
Definitely was your bad. We agree about that. We'll see if the stewards agree.
The gap to Wallace in front is now
God dang, dude, it
1.89.
was an accident. I apologized 3 times and you're still a dick.
How do you accidentally right hook somebody and like it happens in an accident? I don't really
Okay, Rob,
understand that.
you're
You're gonna
reeling
explain
Wallace
that to me.
in.
You're also
The
gonna
gap
explain
is
to me why you're cursing at the guy you
1.57.
right hook. That doesn't really bolster your claim that it was an accident.
I mean, it's pretty easy to accidentally right hook someone.
I didn't
honestly.
curse at you, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, again, I guess we'll let the
The
stewards
gap to
decide that one
P1
too.
behind is now 1.92.
I love that everyone just goes to the stewards report system. Is like, oh,
Dude, it's week 13 and a street stock race. Like, what do you expect?
I expect not to get right hooked by somebody that like I'm racing clean that I even put the
10th
bumper
position.
to. I mean, that
Car
seems like
outside.
a low expectation, but I thought maybe he could meet that.
Still
but apparently I
there.
was
Clear
wrong.
high. The gap in front is now 1.34.
what the 7 to get by him.
What a baby. It's just a game, dude. I apologize. I don't know what else to say to you.
I totally agree with him, and I totally agree with him without seeing the incident. Maybe if I see the incident, I will.
You're about to
The
get
gap
killed.
to P9 ahead is now
He calls it a game he's
1.03.
going around right hooking people.
Yeah, I don't know if the 13's
Pretty sure
letting
he
this
would
one
like
go.
if he got right hooked by somebody for no
Cool,
reason.
cool, cool.
Everybody
Follow
who
through with the
knows
7.
the term right hook, that seems to be the only thing he knows how to say.
Car outside.
Well, I'm just describing what you do, buddy.
Still there.
I mean, maybe you should go to practice or something, because
Clear high.
you're really not that
Yeah,
great
you
of a
gotta run.
driver if that's how you typically drive and that wasn't on purpose.
P9. 2 laps left.
I love people always look to practice
I mean,
things.
there's
Like
a car right in
practicing
front of me
doesn't.
here. I mean, I could right hook him and pass him, but like that seems like a bad idea. He didn't do anything to me. I'm just out here trying to race and be fair.
Practice doesn't really give you practice racing people. Although I guess in
White
race
flag.
over it,
1
yeah.
more to go.
I can't wait to go watch these replays
You do
and
whatever you want, but
and see what the
I said I'm
drama's
sorry,
all
so
about.
if you're gonna be that mad about it, then I don't know what to do for you.
It's actually been pretty entertaining. Fighting a
I'm
decent
mad,
amount,
like,
having
it's annoying
White
that, like, I got
flag.
right
consistent
hooked by a
fighting,
guy
and
that
I'm
I
very,
raced clean for a couple of laps, never made any contact with.
I'm curious to see what these guys are really arguing about. Muted them just so I could freaking talk, but I'm definitely gonna look and go see what happened with them, and see if we can have a a mini Stewart session here and see if, for once, I'm doing it for something that's not with me. Let's go and see where this happens. For me, pretty good race. I'm pretty happy with it. But, we'll see what happens with the 14. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to go back a whole bunch of minutes. I don't think it was that far, that deep into the race. I think it should be here, somewhere around here, actually. See what this right hook looked like. 13 already has damage, too. I don't know if this is for position. Yeah, that's actually so funny. Wait, I want to hear them talking. Unmute. Unmute. Why is that not muted?
I'm giving you a vacation for wasting my time.
I kind of want to know what they're talking about now. What if they're talking about the 13? 13 was really mad. Yeah, the 14 just lost the rear end coming out of the corner. Just lost traction, started to spin, and yeah, it was a right hook, but it was a spin. And I want to take an opportunity, say something really quickly, with stuff like this. Just, like, take a break and take a deep breath and just don't talk before getting into, like, arguments on the mics about who's at fault for an incident. Because, like, the 13 here, I get why he's mad. His races got ruined. He's gotten put in the wall. 4X, it's terrible for him. But he's just saying, oh, you right hooked me, you right hooked me, you right hooked me, without even looking at what just happened. He didn't even see the incident. So you're making all these assumptions about what happened. If you look at the incident, yeah, the 14 just made a mistake. He lost traction coming out of the corner. Yeah, you could practice all you want. These cars sometimes can be difficult with traction, and sometimes you can lose the rear end. It kind of just happens even if you put in a lot of practice. And everyone's allowed to race no matter how much practice or whatever you do. So, yeah, like, this is just... It's just a racing incident. It sucks to be involved in it, but, like, just review the incident before you jump to conclusions about someone being this whole, you know, making this whole big thing about it and saying you're going to report them and put it to the stewards and all these things. It's stupid threats. It's obviously a mistake, but that's iRacing. It is what it is. Pretty good race for us, and we'll see if we can continue to have fun here at Charlotte with the street stocks. I've had a surprisingly good amount of results considering how much everyone complains about this being, like, completely just terrible to do. So, I don't know. Pretty fun.
P9. That's it. We're done. That's the end of the session.